Okay, so there was an island where people got pretty bored looking at each other, and they thought, what if there were more places that we could be? So they went looking for other places and found several, but there was one that they liked a lot, and it was pretty far away. They decided that this would be their child and they would raise it up so that they could make money off of it. Slight problem though, people were already there. So they asked to speak to the manager, but the people said that they didn't have a manager and everyone just kind of shared the land and had tribes and stuff. They also said that no one can own land. Daddy Island chuckled and said,
Watch this.
and then owned the land somehow. They started building towns and fences and stuff. The people who were already there were like, bro, we had this talk. You can't just own this land. And Daddy Island said,
Yeah, okay.
Then they got tired of hearing the people who were here first whining, so they brought them some new diseases, and then they fought them, and when that wasn't enough, they just made them go live somewhere else because they were tired with dealing with them. You didn't think this is where we were going to start, did you? Alright. So the people who came from Daddy Island got pretty good at this building and farming stuff. They had actual real live buildings and a few roads. They could even grow things, but apparently not tea, and they really liked tea. Like, they were addicted to tea. So Daddy Island said,
I can get some money for this.
and began taxing the tea relentlessly, according to some guy named Hamilton. Daddy Island had just one problem. Their baby had become an angsty teenager at this point. When they heard about the taxes, they said, No, you can't tell me what to do. To which Daddy Island replied,
I'm your father. That's how this works.
Angsty teen yelled back, I'm grown now, I can make my own decisions. Finally, Daddy Island said,
As long as you're under my command, you'll... Hey, where are you going?
In a temper tantrum, the angsty teen threw a bunch of tea in the water, and Daddy Island saw this as an act of war. I'm not so sure it was an attempt to mass produce the stuff, because again, these people were addicted. Anyway, now we have a war, and no one's happy. Things do not go well for the teenager at first. He's sulking in a corner and finding out just how prepared Daddy Island was for this. But along came a pretty honest guy who helped them not fight in straight lines, which seems like common sense now, but apparently it was a revolutionary idea. They do pretty okay, but this war is taking a long time and everyone is losing. Then Daddy Island made a mistake and got cornered by the teenager and a crazy uncle that decided to help. The uncle's thinking was that if these people are this addicted to tea, just wait till we introduce them to coffee. It'll be hilarious. They weren't wrong. So Daddy Island finally just gave up on their teen and went back to their empty nester to sulk and eventually had a midlife crisis and found a new angsty teen to replace the one that they lost. Cool. The war's over. Now what? First things first. A bunch of white guys in wigs got in a room and decided that everyone who looked like them and had land should have rights. Seemed like an okay idea at the time. They also wrote the 10 Commandments of rights. They got so fired up about telling people about their rights that they expanded into lands that they hadn't been before so that they could tell that land about their new rights. Unfortunately, they bumped into their friends who were here first in the woods and made them go somewhere else because they needed to tell everyone about their new rights. As the teen was growing up and telling people about their rights, something started to happen. Eventually, and this took a while, people thought that maybe there were other groups who should also have rights too. This was first met with a big nope, but eventually everyone agreed, so now other people have rights too. Neat. When we ran out of land to expand into, we decided to go to other places and tell those people about our rights and make them have the same rights, but slightly different. So we did that. We've had wars, even cold ones, to prove that our rights were superior. The other main player in that war collapsed, but immediately got back up and just told people to start calling it by a different name. That worked somehow? Anyway, I think we won. That sounds right. Now we're free and have rights and have papers telling us that we have rights. Some of those places that we told about our rights are now our children who we can tell what to do and make money from, but they don't get a say about it. So in the end, like all angsty teenagers, we accidentally grew up to be more like our parents than we thought. I don't know. Okay, cool. Bye.